Alrighty. Guess who's back? And guess who's hitting 7,000 EVs today? Yours truly. Again, as I expressed yesterday on stream, I do not feel like I'm going to get this below odds anymore. I have a feeling these next couple days is just going to be me making progress towards the inevitable over odds shiny Eevee. But you know what? You never know. Luck is, luck fluctuates, It fluctuates, if you will. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not, and I feel like this is one of those moments where I'm just not going to be. But you know what? I could get it in 7,000 encounters or 7,500 encounters. It could happen. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying that I don't feel like it's going to. But we'll see. These next 500 encounters I'm just going to be as likely to get the shiny as I was yesterday, the day before that, and so on. So, you know what? You never know. But yeah. I don't have much else to say. Hopefully we get some people that join. I added a couple more tags to this stream, hopefully to get a couple more viewers so I can talk to chat a little bit more, etc., etc. But other than that, that's all I really got to say. We're gonna start at 6,500 encounters. 6,500 encounters. Sorry, gotta emphasize that it's 6,500, 6,500 EVs. And we go until EV shines or until about 7,000 encounters. At least for this stream. Because we're obviously going to stream until we get it. But I'm saying for this particular stream, we're going to go until probably about 7,000. And we're doing this. Alright, that's our first 5. Gotten out of the gate. Really hoping that, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this EV will inevitably go under odds after all, but you never know. There's one slight plus side, I will say, if this goes over odds, which I'm not sure if anybody has joined it. I'm not sure if anybody's joined yet, but I set a precedent that if this EV went under odds, I would evolve it into an Umbreon, and if it went over odds, I'd evolve it into an Espeon. And recently I kind of been thinking about it, and I feel like I kind of want an Espeon mildly more than an Umbreon. So at least there's that plus side that if it goes over odds, at least I'll get the evolution that I want a little bit more. In the grand scheme of things, I can't really lose, though. I either go under odds or I get the evolution I want. Well, I mean, I can't say I can't really lose, because, once it gets to, like, 10,000, God forbid it gets there, or, higher, which, very well possible. I just don't want to think about it. Then I know I'm going to get the Espeon once I get to 8192. It's just, at that point, it's about, when it's actually going to shine. So, I mean, I guess there's still kind of losing in that regard. If it goes really, really over odds, which I'm hoping it doesn't go, like, if it goes over odds, I'm hoping it's not, like, so extreme, like double or triple. Triple would kill me. Like, actually kill me. Hmm. Just needed just a little bit of luck, man. That's it. Was that the first female EV? That's the case. We were quite over odds for a female EV. Might have not been. I think maybe I'm just dumb. Alright, that's our first 20. As I said yesterday, I'm probably not going to be talking so much until I get some people that join, because again, at this point, what else is there to really talk about other than, what's it called? Just how many encounters in I am. I kind of run out of things to say, which granted, I don't think many people watch these VODs anyways, but I leave them up on the off chance. Believe me though, I will be yapping like a freaking sailor. Not cursing like one, but yapping like one if I get a couple people in chat to, you know, form some sort of dialogue with. That being said though, quarter of the way through our first 100 of the stream. Oh, oops. You know, what if Bill just wants me to be a little bit more courteous? What if I talk to his mom and his I presume younger sister first? Oh, and I also got Bill's phone number. Look at that. All right, Bill. Is that gonna? Will you be happy if I have your phone number? Nope. Hmm. Almost through the first 50. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking get Bill's phone number. I don't know why I feel so superstitious about this. I know this actually doesn't. I know this literally changes nothing, but I don't know. Something in my gut was telling me maybe Bill will be a little nicer to me. That's not how. Again, that's not how odds works at all. But it's also like not. Also, it's like the EV's not shiny locked. If you don't get his number or anything, it's just again, it's completely superstition. But I suppose he'll be nicer to me. Right, I have the number, right? Let me just make sure. Yep. Cool. 6-5-5-6. Same number forwards and backwards. It's kind of cool. Ah! Oh, oops. Alright, 75 in. Getting close to 6,600. Which is a lot of EVs if you don't know. It's a lot. This hunt does not get any more fun the more it goes by. Almost through our first 100 encounters of the stream though. It's not too bad. Oh, oops. Alright. 9 more will be at our first 100 encounters for the stream. Alright, and this will be the first 100 of the stream. Excuse me. Excuse me. With 60 more encounters, we're gonna hit freaking devil numbers. Not ideal. It's not a good omen. Somebody was in chat. I got a little excited for a second. I was like, finally, I can talk to somebody, but not quite. We're not quite there. Which is okay. I think one thing I should check right now, actually, is to make sure that my audio is working in general on my stream, because I forgot to do that at the beginning of this stream. Yeah, it is. Looks like it's working. Yeah, we're good. Or we should be good, at least. I think, right? Yeah, we're good. Alright, hopefully we get somebody in here soon. Is this... Yeah. I believe. Fucking YouTube ads. Ruining my groove over here. Shit sucks. Oh, my bad. Give me the EV bill. Give me the EV bill, if you know what I mean. Give me the EV. The EV. That's not the EV. Come on, Bill. gonna take a little bathroom break at about 66:50, and I'll be right back. Alright. For this next one, I'm gonna put it up on screen. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna go use the bathroom really quickly. And, I mean, if it's shiny, you'll see it. I won't until I get back from the bathroom. Alright. I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna put it on screen. I'm not gonna look, I promise. Alright. Alright. It's not shiny, unfortunately. But, we are back at the very least. Alright. Oh, not that. All right, 11 more numbers, and we'll hit double numbers. You know, not ideal, to say the least. All right. Now hit a very interesting number. Oh, oops. I didn't even take... I zoned out so hard just now. I apologize for that. Oops. Christ almighty, dude. It's a very interesting number. It's gonna get even worse pretty soon. Not pretty soon. I mean, in like a little less than 100 encounters from now. When it's 6-7, 6-7. Oh god, I'm 20 years old, dude. Freaking too old for this. Too old for this stupid meme. Betty Wop number. Valid. Almost at 6,700. Closer and closer to 7K. We're definitely gonna get to at least 7K before the end of the stream. At the very least. Unless it shines before then, obviously, but yeah. Alright, that's 6,700 encounters. Oh, oops. Man, this is exhausting. It's exhausting. Be so nice to get this soon. I can continue playing the game. I'll basically have 4 Pokemon because I'm gonna get the Gyarados soon, story-wise, which is guaranteed to be shiny. And from there, it's just Ho and maybe some random wild encounter that I want. Even if those take a decent amount of encounters, at least the encounters will go by fast. This is gonna be the worst part of the run. I've said this a few times, but getting this EV is, assuming that another one of our hunts doesn't, go to 30k or something, maybe or doesn't go to 20k or something. I don't know. This EV is about as bad as it will get. Hopefully the EV doesn't get that bad either. almost at the halfway point of this stream. I really hope I've done at the very least half of the encounters that it will take to get this EV. That's all I'm hoping for. Like, I hope this does not go above like 13k at this point. Like, I'm just really praying that, you know, I've done most, if not at least half of it. I wonder how many people would still be shiny hunting if the odds were like even worse. Like, what if it was like 1 in 16,000 to get a shiny or something like that? Like, I wonder how many people would still be shiny hunters. I know there's a lot of patient people out there that probably would still be shiny hunting if that was the case. I'm not sure. Like, dedicated shiny hunters, the number probably wouldn't go down that much, I'm not gonna lie. But I think that would be enough to deter me from shiny hunting if the odds were that much higher. Or lower, I guess. Because 1 in 16k is crazy. Like, 1 in 8k is already a lot. 1 in 8, 192, specifically. Even in the newer games where it's 1 in 4,096, it's still not the most forgiving, but it's better than these games, obviously. Alright, and we're exactly halfway through the stream now. 250 left, we'll be at 1,000. 1,000, sorry, Jesus, 7,000. My brain isn't even working anymore. Christ. Try to get to a very funny number in like 6 encounters. Can't wait for that. I mean, I guess you could argue this number's, you know, also pretty memeable. Watch encounter 6,767 be the shiny. Watch. It won't, but it'd be funny. Why is my counter on stream not updating? There it is. Jesus, that took a hot minute. Alright, and this is the funny number. Alright, it wasn't the shiny. I guess it's both good and bad. This is a wild shiny hunt. Yeah, Bill's EV is not the most forgiving because the encounters usually take a while. I at least gave myself the grace of using speed up, but it's still really bad. Like this, even with speed up, this is worse than doing the shiny hunt for the starters on a normal cartridge because the reset time is about the same, but you're only getting one encounter here. Bill's EV is yeah, especially given how many encounters I've gone. But I mean, surprisingly, I'm still under odds. What's up, Alex? We're gonna get to 7,000 though, assuming it doesn't shine in this stream. But I've been going at this. I've been going at this EV for a minute. I've been going for probably close to 30 hours if I had to take a guess. But I'm here for it. Whenever it shows up, I'm here. But Alex, your prediction from a couple streams ago, I think, is looking to be true. I feel like this looking like it's gonna be over odds. I mean, granted, I've still got like about 1.4-ish, 5-ish K before I get there, but that's what it's look like. That's what it's looking like it's gonna be. I'd be 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500. Might be. Could be higher than that. We don't even know yet. This could get to 10K, maybe even 11K. I'm really hoping it doesn't get to double odds, but it could. It's like about a 12% chance statistically that would happen as well. Just really hoping it doesn't happen. That would take forever. Again, for all the hunts that I could be doing, if this one went double odds, it'd be the most tragic, because these are the slowest encounters for sure. Only way to find out when it's gonna show up is by getting it. So I gotta just stay persistent. Really, that's about it. That's all I can do. Got to practice yapping. Talk to one listener. There are like 1,000 of them. I mean, yeah, I've been trying to yap. It's a little harder when there's like nobody here. But I still try to say things every now and then, even when there is like nobody in chat. But it's a lot easier to, you know, stay distracted from the hunt in itself when I have people to talk to in my chat, even if it's about just random things. Obviously, I have like a little YouTube video on the side too on my other screen, so because like to keep me distracted like a little iPad kid, but. I'll talk to one listener like there are 1,000 of them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I try. Since I don't have that many listeners, I try to, respond to practically every chat message. That's all I can do. It'll be so sweet when I get this EV though. Like it'll be very sweet. Almost at 6,800, by the way. Watch, I'm gonna predict the nature of this next EV. You ready? It's gonna be adamant. Okay, I was wrong. Ignore me. Would have been cool though. Would have been cool. I was getting to a point where I was so bored yesterday on stream that like I was just for like 30 or 40 EVs in a row, I was just trying to guess their natures. It's like being in like I think if anybody watched any of my streams or any of my VODs of me when I don't really have any viewers, just trying to find ways to distract myself from this hunt, I think it would look like watching a man I can't speak. Watching a man in an insane asylum. By the way, I did update my counter. It's just taking a minute to update on the stream. There we go. All right, this will be 6,800 EVs right here. It's also another shiny. Your friend Angela is irreligious. I'm more or less the same, but I won't get too deep into that. As I said in one of my earlier streams for this EV, though, I'm practically not even software setting for the shiny EV. I'm just software setting for a build that's generous. That's really it. A build that's willing to give a shiny EV, because you know I know he has one. Whether he gives it to me or not, I mean that's up to him. Yo, what's up, Overlord? How we doing? Good? That's good. Probably gonna end at 7,000 for the stream, for the record. But I think I'll be on later, doing another 500, getting up to 7,500 by the end of the day. You have testing? I mean, if you study or if you know your material, you should be fine. You a good student? It's always good to stay in school. Pay attention in school, more importantly. I remember when I started off going to college last year, I struggled a lot with like my attention span and stuff in classes. Like I would go to my classes because I didn't want to miss them, but I would just not really pay attention anyways. So there was like no point in me even being there because I just wouldn't learn anything. 'Cause I find me personally, I have like really bad problems paying attention. I'm not sure if I have ADHD. I'm not diagnosed, so I'm not going to say I do, but it's possible. Um, but I've gotten better at the last year or so. Like it's so even if you don't study that much, if you just pay attention in class, you'll do pretty well for the most part. Unless your teacher's a dickhead and puts stuff that they don't even teach in class on the material, then yeah, then that's a different thing. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Good to have friends that are supportive. Just reach out to you every now and then. It's good. I have a theory that the shiny Eevee I get, I don't know why. I have a feeling it'll be female. I've been having, I mean, I feel like there's been a lot of signs of it. Like, I haven't gotten a shiny female starter before, which is like the same odds as getting a shiny female Eevee. And I've gotten quite a few shiny starters in my time. I've gotten a lot of female Eevees, like, I feel like at a higher rate than normal during this hunt. I don't know, I'm feeling like the shiny Eevee will be a female. When it does show up. I'm not sure when it'll show up, but I have a slight feeling it'll be female. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm just skipping a YouTube ad. There we go. Alright. 325 encounters into this stream. Going pretty strong. What's the highest score I ever got on the Pacer test? I don't remember. I don't remember. At the time, though, like, I was a little fatter in high school, so I know that I, like, just barely made it to my mark that I needed to make it to. I forget what that was, though. Mine is 102. I don't think I ever got that high. I wasn't a very athletic person in high school. My cardio was also just always sucked. Like, I lift a lot of weights and stuff because I go to the gym, but my cardio's never been the greatest, which is something that I, want to work on. I mean, I walk pretty often nowadays, like when I'm going to school, especially. And I also try to bike every now and then. But yeah, cardio is not my biggest strength. Oh, Angela's your girlfriend? Awesome. Nice. Alright, we're getting up there. I'm gonna do another encounter real quick. I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. I'm gonna leave it on stream. I'm not gonna look at it. If it's shiny, it's shiny. If it's not, it's not. I'm gonna put it on stream right now. I'm not looking. All right, give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. We got about 155 encounters left to get through. Let's do it. Oh, oops. All right. Now at the last 150. Really gets monotonous after a certain point. It's just like you're just like you get to a certain point in a hunt where you're just like kind of just looking at them, just like half expecting each one to be the one. It's like when you look at like a phone waiting for a phone call. It's like almost. It's like it's not gonna ring if you keep looking at it. Type of theory. I feel like if I keep actively looking at the EV, it's just never gonna shine. Also, not how that works, but it's a certain point where you're like, just please, just end this. has 68, by the way. Oh, didn't mean to name it. Less than 125 left. I didn't even read this earlier. If I see the Pokemon Yamper, it makes me want to kick it. I love Yamper. Why are we slandering Yamper? It's a cute Pokemon. What do you mean not cute? What is there to hate about Yamper? People just be hating to hate, bro. Yamper's dope. Don't disrespect Yamper. Has a cool evolution, it's good in battle. Looks pretty decent. The evolution, Boltun's sick. What's wrong with Boltun? Slandering. Not taking this slander. Oh. The food Pokemon. Well, like Smoliv, Olive, or sorry, Smoliv, Olive, Arboliva. Like the only one I can think of. That's like a specifically a food Pokemon from Gen 9. So obviously there's like Applin and stuff, but that's Gen 8. Oh, you mean Daxbun? Daxbun and Fido are pretty cute as well. I think I prefer them a little bit more over Yamper as well, in all fairness. Actually, I don't know. I like both of them. I don't know. Yeah, Daxbun and Fido are pretty cute too. I will agree. I think they're cuter than Yamper and Boltund, but I like both of them. Sluggy and Skuntank, eh. I mean, as far as a skunk Pokemon goes, they're pretty decent design, but meh. I'm just not a big fan of skunks in general, so I never was super crazy about Stunky and Skuntank. I don't hate them, they're just meh. Alright. We've now hit the point where we're doing the last 100 EVs of the stream. Well, on Facebook it's mildly different because it'll really only show it to people that you know and that you actively friend, so I don't think that's as bad. Oh wait, no, but I mean, you said it's public, right? It's not like a... Okay, that actually might be an issue then. Because I think that means that literally anybody can see it, but that's anybody that comes across his profile, which probably won't be too many people. But it's still something that I would maybe tell him about. Yeah, I mean, birthday isn't the biggest deal. It's more so his school and hometown being public. That's probably a bigger deal. Like, because sharing your birthday doesn't share anything about a person. There's plenty of famous people that their birthdays are publicly known. Like, my birthday is February 28th, 2006. I don't feel uncomfortable sharing that. I mean, yeah, that doesn't really say anything, though. You know what I mean? People use their birthday as passwords. Well, I don't use mine as a password, so I'm fine with sharing that information. It's also more on you if you use your birthday as your password. That's like such a stupid thing to do in general. Some people will get around that by trying to use like one of their siblings or like their mom's birthday, but like just come up with something original, dude, that you'll remember. It's not that hard. I was born February 28th. I am 20 though. That is true. October 2006. That's cool. Did you say you had a cousin that was born in 2012, like a few streams ago? Not that it matters. I don't really care. I don't know why. I just vaguely remember that you said you had like a cousin that was born in 2012 or something. Because I remember having a similar conversation like this. These weight scam links. Yeah, it's unfortunate. How long do I think I can survive the Demon Slayer verse? 5 seconds. Nah, actually, heavily depends. I think if I spawn in as a demon, I think I have a higher chance. Unironically. Or higher chance to live longer, I should say. I will eventually die, of course, if you've read the manga. But alright, I imagine if I spawn in as a human, I don't feel like my chances are that high, I'm not gonna lie. Unless you gave me, like, Tanjiro plot armor. I've seen, I think, practically 0 episodes of Ben 10. It may have been playing on in the background at some points, maybe on like the TV, but I've never actively watched an episode of Ben 10 that I can legitimately remember. Hold on. I do need to do something really quickly. I'm only 70 encounters away, I know, but I do actually have to do something, like, very briefly. I'll be back in a little. This might take a bit. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Let's do these last 70 encounters, shall we? Boom. Just imagine how cool a shiny Eevee would look on this team. Just imagine how sick it would look. What fighting anime do I think I would cook in? None of them. I think I would die in all of them. It depends what powers I get, though. Like, if I get transported into the Dragon Ball Z universe, but, like, I'm the legendary Super Saiyan, like, maybe I'll have a chance. But, like, if you just throw me in any fighting anime, like, no buffs, no modifiers, no nothing, I will get killed every single time. No matter what the anime is. However, if you threw me in the Gacha Kuda universe and you gave me, I forget exactly what it's called, where like the ability, I forget what the name of it is. Like, there's a concept in Gacha Kuda where like you can make any object like your weapon. I forget what that's called. Like, I forgot the name of it. But I would make my fucking device like a DS or something, like a Nintendo DS. That'd be kind of funny if I could. Obviously, I know Rudo can make anything his, whatever the word is, the term is. I forget what it's called. Vital instrument, yes, that. I would make like a Nintendo DS my vital instrument if I was in the Gacha Kuda world. I feel like if I had a vital instrument, I think I could maybe cook in that world. That's like maybe about it. Because Rudo is just like a kid, but he just got blessed being able to make anything his vital instrument. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't actually think I'd do that bad. Mages are cool. Mages are pretty cool. Alright, here's to the last 50 encounters of the stream. And we will have hit 7,000 EVs. Oh, oops. Would I want to be a mage? I mean, sure. Mages are kind of similar to wizards, if I recall correctly. Right? I mean, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I thought. Not even sure what that is, Nick. Pray don't run into a demon. I mean, isn't that pretty much the same as Demon Slayer? Just don't run into a demon. Although, almost seems inevitable at a certain point. Although there were definitely humans that survived at the end of Demon Slayer. But you still have to be pretty lucky. Gotta get to a funny number. Hold on. Three more encounters. We'll get to a funny number. That's also kind of a funny number, but not exactly the one I was thinking of. Alright, wait for it. Change the counter real quick. Nice. And all good things come to an end. Fave number. Alright, last 25. Home stretch. Oh, that's a female though. It's cool. I think it's safe to say that this is not the stream either. it's soon, though. Hopefully it's not too many streams from now. Alright, 10 left. It will be worth it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The further it goes, when I get it, it'll be, you know, that much sweeter. Yeah, Ben 10's a pretty old show. Funny number, but not as funny as the other funny number. Alright, last 4. Will we go below 7,000? Got 3 more chances if it wants to be below 7,000. 3 more chances, Evie, to be below 7,000 encounters. Come on. 3 more chances to be below. 3 more chances to be shiny before 7,000 encounters, I should say. Alright, well, Evie's now got 2 chances to be shiny before 7,000 encounters. Just 2. Alright, last one of the stream. It's a pretty funny number. 6999. 6999. Alright, last Eevee. Is it gonna be it? It's a female. I'm gonna hit summary. I'm gonna spin around in my chair. Do a little spin. It's not shiny. Alright. Well, we hit 7,000, which is pretty good. But we're not there yet. We haven't gotten the shiny yet. I'm gonna call it for now. Probably gonna stream later. Hopefully it'll shine later. If not, you know, tomorrow at the very least we will hit odds if it needs to get there. Assuming I keep up the same rate. I'm not sure. I'm going out to dinner tomorrow for my brother's birthday. And I'm not sure how that's going to affect my schedule. It shouldn't be too bad though, because you know, dinner doesn't always take the longest, but my brother also might want to make other plans with me because me and my brother are pretty close, so might affect the schedule tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. But I guess we'll find out. That is it for right now. I'm gonna call it a stream. I'll catch y'all later.